Welcome to this World of Tanks First Impressions video. My name as always is Maxwell, and today we are looking at the 5916. That's right, the 5916, which is the Tier 6 light tank on the brand new Chinese tech tree. So first off the bat, the matchmaking for the 5916 is pretty favourable. I've played a few matches with it, and it's normally in sort of a Tier 7, Tier 8 game. It doesn't have the same kind of matchmaking as the Chaffee or the T52 or the VK for that matter. I haven't seen it throw you into Tier 10 battles as of yet. To the look of the tank, it's very similar to the other Chinese vehicles. If you've had a look at the test servers, then you know the Chinese vehicles have a kind of a very very particular style about them. It looks a little bit like a squashed and shrunken Type 59, and most of the Chinese, especially the light and medium vehicles, do indeed look like that. On to performance, the tank itself's got a fantastic top speed. It's just around 60 kilometers an hour or just over. Its turning circle is good, its maneuverability is also good, so it'll turn well on the spot, and its turret traverse is also pretty good. As you may have noticed there though, its gun elevation and depression are fairly awful. Especially the depression there. Wasn't able to get a target on that VK, unfortunately. Onto the firepower of the gun. Now, the fully upgraded gun for this tank does have a drum loader, so it will hold those 5 shots there for quick firing. The only problem with it is it's pretty much a pea shooter. The gun on this thing is absolutely pathetic. I think it only comes with about 85 penetration, so you're only really going to be effective against other light tanks, some medium tanks. And then if you're attacking higher tiered heavy tanks, you really do need to flank and get around to the sides and rear and get shots off that way. But with the speed and maneuverability of this tank, you should easily be able to get to the sides and the rear of the enemy and attack them from those flanks. So primarily I would say this tank is going to be used as a spotter. You want to get into an advanced position, either hide and do some good spotting for your team. As you can see there, I get 4 good shots into that tank and only do about 400 damage. So the gun itself does about 100 average damage per shot. Luckily the Panther and the Tiger are coming in to support me there, so I'll just run away and let them deal with that guy. So yes, you want to use this more as a spotter and a classic scout, so you want to get into positions where you can keep an eye on the enemy but not necessarily attack them yourself unless you've got clear shots at the side and the rear, as you see bounced on the front of that medium tank there. So overall, I've had a lot of fun with this tank. It's been great to drive. I can't really say as much about the next tier up and the one above that, the tier 7 and the tier 8 light tanks, but this one has been a lot of fun to drive. As you can see, for its speed and maneuverability, it gets a good rate of speed up that hill. That was about 45 kilometers an hour, so even up hills it's able to get a decent speed. But as you're about to see, the pea shooter of this gun in action, shooting at the rear armor of a Tiger, and a bounce on the rear armor of a Tiger. I think I'm even going to bounce on the side armor. It is able to do critical damage though to the tracks, but not quite able to destroy the tracks, unfortunately. The gun is very weak, so yeah, this thing will not be used as a flanking, attacking scout. It's going to be used as a spotter, and that's the best advice I can give you. Get into an advanced position, spot the enemy and find where they are coming from and where they are hiding, and then let your enemies do the fighting for you. So I'm just having a scout around here trying to find the enemy's artillery, because let's face it, it's the test server and you don't really care whether you win or lose. You just want to have a drive around with the new tanks and see how they are. So that is my first impressions of the 5916. If after a few more games I realise that I got something absolutely wrong, or I've changed my mind. I'll bring you another video letting you know that. But as of right now, this thing is definitely not an assault tank. It's definitely more of a spotter and a flanker, and it needs to get into advanced positions and keep an eye on the enemy. Definitely not used in an assault role, because its speed and maneuverability really allow it to get into advanced positions. So yep, that's my first impressions of the 5916. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you guys are wondering, then yes, stay tuned for New Year's Day tomorrow, because there's a very special video coming out. If you thought the Boxing Day Bash video was good, then well, you ain't seen nothing yet. So yes, keep your eyes peeled for the video coming out on New Year's Day. So thanks very much for watching, guys, and I will catch you next time.